Is your girl Amma of the house of Amma back again? So I found myself where I don't have access to the sewing machine, and that was when I had to resuscitate the skills I had earlier. Okay. Nobody would believe that I made this Autogele without the sewing machine, but it's possible. So just follow the steps as instructed, and boom, you achieve your own Autogele without the sewing machine as well. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Please like our videos. Give us a thumb up if possible. Ask questions. Suggest things that you want us to make more videos on in the comment section. Thank you very much for listening. At the beginning of this class, we're going to start with cutting out the parts of our Autogele. So we have two parts to our Autogele, the base and the pleats. With these two parts, you can make any Autogele because every Autogele have these two parts, the base and the pleats. So the base will be working with 19 inch in two places, then 21 inch. So we'll be working with 21 inch, 19 inch, 19 inch. So we measure it out. Measure out your 21 inch. Then you measure out to 19 inch. This is 19 inch, separate it. 19 inch, 19 inch, 21 inch. So you set this aside for your base. Then for the pleats, you'll be measuring out 22 inch, 24 inch, 26 inch. So measure out to 22 inch. Cut. Now what we have here is 22 inch, 24 inch, 26 inch. So with this your 22 inch, 24 inch, 26 inch, you fold it and keep. So you have your base, you have your pleats. Now what you're going to look at again is the handles, because the base we have a handle, the pleats we have a handle. So the measurements for our handle, the base measurement for the base handle will be 9 inch. So then the measurement for our plate handle will be 12 inch. So we cut it out. This is measurement for our base handle, and this is measurement for our plate handle. So now we've cut out our base, we've cut out our plates, we've cut out our handle. So the next thing we're going to do now is to take this to our sewing machine and sew by folding like this, two places. First step, second step, then you sew. Then in the absence of a sewing machine, you fold it in two places, then use your needle and thread and sew it down. So for all the places you used scissors on, you're going to sew it. You use scissors here, you're going to sew it. Use scissors here, you're going to sew it. So all the places you cut with scissors, you're going to sew it, fold it in so that to avoid flaying. Yes, this is the normal behavior of Ashoke. Once you just put scissors on it, it starts flaying. So you're going to fold it in, all of them, to avoid flaying. So now this is how to do it. This is your needle and thread, your big needle with your thread. The thread is passed in two ways. You double it so that it will be strong. Then this is your front and this is your back. So you start stitching from your back. You just do a running stitch on it. But let all the works be showing at the back and let's work in front. That is how to get a very neat work. And remember to always use matching thread, red on red, so that nothing will be showing. Look what you see, the running stitch is showing at the back, while no stitch is showing in front. So you keep running it till you get to the end. See, you see it's not showing. Then after that you do this side too. So for all the edges of the Ashoke that you've already put scissors in, you're going to fold it in two steps. The first step in, then the second step in, and you're going to sew it either with your hand stitch in a situation where you don't have a machine, or you take it to your machine and sew. Now this is what mine looks like after the hand stitch. You can see it, very neat hand stitch. And this is my needle, my thread. Now I'm going to like take time to show you how to lock a stitch when you're sewing with a hand stitch. So you're going to see, you're going to put your needle, then are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? 1, 2, then you drag. So this is very important because you're making something that you would want to last for as long as possible. So like you see, I made 2 lock stitch, like I locked it 2 times. You can even go as far as locking it the 3rd time, just to make sure that there is no issue of losing thread any day, anytime. Because if you're making it for a client, you will not be there to like amend it should they start having any form of issue. So now for those of us that know how to use sewing machine, I'm using a manual sewing machine, but you can use any one. So see what I'm doing? Fold the first, fold the second, and sew. This is what we have. See it? The flaring edge is not on the inside. So this is what you do to all the edges that you put scissors on. For those joining with the machine, so the difference for this is the pleats, and what we have is 22, 24, 26. So the difference in all the measurements are 2 inches. 22 and 24 is 2 inch. 24 and 26 is 2 inch. So here we're going to measure out 1 inch. 1 inch from that. Then we're going to mark our 1 inch. So when you measure 1 inch and mark, you place your 22. This is the shorter one, this is the longer one. This is 22, this is 24. You place your 22 on the mark. You see it? On the mark, 1 on top of the other. 1 on top of the other. You place it and you sew it together. So you find out by the time you get to the end of this, there's another 1 inch down the other side. So it will be 1 inch from this side, 1 inch from this side. Now this is what we have at the end. 1 inch, 1 inch. So this is the beginning. This is the end. So the same way you join your 24 and 26. So now this is our base. What do we have here? This is our base. Now how do we join? For those of us that don't know how to use sewing machine, how do we join? This is the 21 and this is the 1919. So I've joined the 219 on the sewing machine just to make it easy for us. So now I'm going to show you how to join. So the difference between our 21 inch and our 19 inch is 2 inches. 21, 19, 20, 21, 2 inches. So like what we're going to do is we're going to place the long one and the short one. This is 19 inch, this is the 21 inch. We're going to measure out 1 inch. 1 inch. This is our 1 inch. Then we're going to place the shorter one on that 1 inch mark, like this, and we'll sew using our hand needle. So this is our back. Remember, all the sewing we're going to do it at the back. This is the front, so that everything will be hidden. So this is our back. We're going to place this on the 1 inch mark. Then you start sewing. And this is what we have after we've sewn it. This is our plate. We've sewn it to one. So the next thing we're going to do, we'll be having 2 pleats from our base. So just watch out. See what we did? Can you see it? So let's measure it so that we can help those that don't want to like eyeball. We have like 3 inches. Then you pick that edge of 3 inches. What you have now from here to here is 3 inches. You fold it and make the edge of hair like ½ inch on this. So you continue this to the end, then you hand stitch again. 3 inches. Please forming. This is what we have. So you hand stitch here
here, then 2 places at the center. Now this is what we have for the 2 pleats. You can see it, 2 of the pleats stitched in 4 places. Now the next thing we're going to do is to attach our handle at the end. So this is one of the handle after the edge has been folded. Now this is the other handle after the edge has been folded. So we need a handle here and a handle at the edge. Now pay attention to this. If you observe, you see that this folded side is thick while this folded side is light. So we're going to position. Now one of the secrets that makes a Autogele wrap in front, what makes some Autogele wrap in front, why some don't wrap, is you're going to bend it here. You're going to attach this at an angle. If you keep it straight, possibilities are that your Autogele will be open in front. So you're going to bend it by like 1 inch. You see it? Then you're going to make sure that this thick side is in front while this light side is at the back. So position it at an angle, then this thick front is in front. You see? So you're going to sew. If you're working on a sewing machine, you take it to your sewing machine and sew. If you're not working on a sewing machine like me that is working with my stitch, and remember the back is on the top, the back is at the top. So after sewing it, you turn it like this. This is what you have. So I'm going to hand stitch. Just sew it on that line that you've sewn. I'm going to sew it. And please, when you're working on the sewing machine, stitch here severally, because there will be a lot of tension on this edge for the user of the Autogele. So stitch it severally, like lock it and lock it and lock it. Then me that is using my hand stitch, I'm going to sew here severally, like down to the edge. So we'll do the same thing to this side of the handle. Remember, this is the front, this is the back. The back will be facing up, and you slant it like 1 inch. Then this thick side will be in front, while this light side will be at the back. So you go to your sewing machine and sew too. Then this is what we have. Now this is what we have after we've sewn it. This is what we have. See the angle? So here is shorter than the back to make it tighter when the person ties it. Now remember our first pleat. So we're going to work on the next stage, which is pleating this. So after pleating it now, this first pleat is going to meet here. So this is what we'll be expecting. So many pleats, 1, 2, 3, then alongside so many pleats. So this is our base, this is our pleats. Now this is our handle, our pleat handle, also folded. The wahala is on this pleat. This is the pleat. So I'm going to start with half inch for a start, then keep folding the same measurement, the same half inch, the same half inch, the same half inch. By now I can increase it, make it bigger. Let me see if I've increased it. Okay, still half inch, the same half inch. Keep folding it, the same half inch, the same half inch, still the same half inch. This side there is the wahala of Autogele. The same half inch, the same half inch. Now we're not going to maintain the half inch here now. So this is the one that will be attached to the base. So you increase it in such a way. You see what came out in front? Let me do it again. The normal ones on top of each other, the same measurement. But now you make it bigger and increase it in such a way something will come in front. Something will come in front. Then the next one will be bigger. Then the last one will be the same size. And this is what we have. Are you seeing what we have? What we are trying to achieve, so that it should be transcending. And this is what we have. So now we've got this. we're going to sew it up, starting from the top. See, I'm going to do something here. Ashoke is woven, so there's a way if you leave it like this, you can drag it and it will just loose. So you're going to knot first. See how I passed it to the back. So we're going to make this loose. This is the centerpiece. Please make it loose, then knot it. And I always knot 2 times. We're done with the center. We're going to repeat this. So on the edge, we've done it so far. If you're doing, you'll be curving. If you're doing, you'll be curving. And remember, loose stitches. Give it space, loose stitches. So I'm going to stitch the edge now. So this is it. From edges, edges, edges to edges. So this edge, sorry. When we are joining this end, you make it tight, because this will be the end that will hold the pleat, sorry, the pleat handle. Make it tight. So we're done with the right hand side. I joined 3 places on the right hand side. This is the center. I joined 1 and I joined here. After, I will know if I will still close the other places up. But the more loose it is, the more it will look natural, like tied. So now we're going to go to the right hand side. Remember, if you are doing, you'll be curving. If you're doing, you'll be curving. Sometimes I do it on my knee, but with the position I am now, I won't be able to do it on my knee. So, but if you have a head, like this head now, see, can you see what we are trying to achieve? Like curving. See the last place we stitched. So this is where we'll be stitching the next one. Loose, make it loose as possible. Then lock 2 times. So all these things I'm doing, like curving and everything, remember the aim is to make it look natural. See what we're having now? Make it look natural. There's a reason why our Autogele is very different. This is the secret that so many people Autogele don't know. This transcending steps by step by step. See it? Step, step, step. So this is what we have. In the absence of the head, just use your knee. Curve it around your knee. This is my knee. Curve it. This is how I walk. Curve it around your knee. Curve it around your knee. This is how I walk. Here will be longer. Now the last one. And this is what we have. Let's see if it goes round our pleats. Okay. 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 Yes. This will fit. So now the next thing you're going to do is to start joining. First of all, this edge, you place it here and hand stitch. Place it. This first line is where you'll be using to sew everything, to attach it to this. So this is it. The first line, the first stitch, lock it. Then you're going to join all these points with pins to this first pleats of Autogele. This edge, this is what, we're going to put our handle here. So we're going to, this is what I did. I bent it till I got here, bent it to touch here. Then this is what we're going to have for the edge. So I'll hold it with pin. Then we add our handle. This is our handle. This is the front. This is the back. So we add it like this. The back will be facing top. It should be this side, so that when you turn it, it should become this side. So now, we attach our handle, and pass through all of them, as we did earlier in the normal plate with our fan. Big. Yes, some days it will be like this. Some days it will even break your middle. So now it's out. This is the front, this is the back. You pick this over, run it through, pick the back. This is the back, pick it. Run it through. Lock. And run it through. This side. Lock. Run it through to this side, lock. This is what you keep doing. Just go round as much as possible. Do the same thing on the other side by attaching the handle. Then we'll get back to you when we're done. Let me do it and get back to you. So now you're done with the fan. This is the fan and this is the plates. The next thing to do is to attach the fan and the plates. Get the meeting point, keep it. Get the meeting point of this, keep it, then the two meeting points, place it on each other. So now it's looking like the first pleat and the second pleat is too much apart, so you can reduce it when you're working yours. Take this to the end and stitch. So take this to the end and stitch. Hold it with the middle first. And take this to the end. Just remember to curve it. What do I mean by curving? It. So make sure it wraps. And this. Now this is where you have you stitch here, you stitch the center, you stitch here, stitch in between according to spaces, just to like not leave it open like this. Stitch in between. Then your Autogele is good to go. Please, before I forget, always remember to remove your pins. After stitching it, you can now remove your pins. And this is your Autogele. after removing the pins, this is what we have. So how do I look? These are the handles. The 12-inch handle. These are the 19-inch, 19-inch, 21-inch, 19-inch, 19-inch, 21-inch. This is the base handle of our 9-inch. This is what we have. This is how to achieve this. Thank you for watching.